Vivian is now out on the live servers, and a lot of people are asking how deep should we go into her. So let's talk about it. And of course I'm talking about how deep should we go investment-wise if we want to power up our Vivian. So let's get into it. Vivian, she works base kit, but there are certain things we can do to like empower her. And the number one thing would be picking up her engine. Now, almost always I advise picking up the engine before picking up Mindscapes because, you know, it's a bigger chance that we get the engine compared to get another copy of the character. And as far as engines go, Flight of Fancy is not a bad one. It is capable of giving Vivian 210 anomaly proficiency, that's fucking insane, right? And also increases anomaly build-up rate by 40%. And the increase in power this one gives Vivian compared to her second best one, which would be Electro Lip Gloss or very close behind Weeping Gemini, is 25%. But she's an anomaly character and like she's a usual anomaly character, which means that, you know, she wants the normal stats. So anomaly proficiency, anomaly mastery, and attack percentage, there are good other options for her outside of her signature one. Alright, let's talk some Mindscapes. Mindscape 1, walking into the orchard in spring, which is a lovely feeling. When a total of 4 guard feathers are consumed, gain 1 flight feather. Now if you're confused by the terminology, check the Vivian guide in the description. And also all attribute anomaly damage and the sword damage received by targets under Vivian's prophecy, which is her dot that she puts on enemies, increases by 16%. This is a good one, this is one of her better Mindscapes. Like a good stopping point would be M1 or M2. It helps out with feather generation, which honestly if you master Vivian enough, like you don't super need this part. But if you're struggling with it, this can be nice to pick up. And obviously increased with the sword damage is very, very nice. You always run Vivian in a disorder team. And if you're running her with Yanagi, this one gets, you know, slightly more in value because her polarity disorder can also benefit off this one. So M1 is an increase of around 18 to 20%. As for M2, Stormy Night, Vivian's Ether anomaly build-up rate increases by 25%. And the benefits of a bloom from anomaly proficiency are raised to 130% of the original value. And 15% of the target's all attribute resistance is ignored. Now this is also a good one, so like M1, M2 are like the big ones. And for this one, you're looking at an increase in power of around 15%, slightly more, 15 to 17%. So M1, M2, they are good, but she works very well base kit. All of my testing, all of my experience with Vivian has been on the creator beta servers where I played it with Mindscapes and without Mindscapes. And honestly, she doesn't need them. She feels more dangerous with M1, M2, definitely, but just base kit, you know, she's good enough. And now, the wind between the reeds. Basic attack, Fluttering Fox Suspension, which is her dive bomb from the sky. It's the move she uses to turn flight feathers into guard feathers. And basic attack Feather Bloom will always crit on hit. And they will also increase Vivian's attack by 12% for 12 seconds. Repeated triggers reset the duration, and when entering the battlefield, Vivian immediately gains 5 guard feathers. So like this one is nice because she comes fully stacked into battle, and suspension and Feather Bloom critting is obviously nice. Now we're not really, you know, building crit damage Vivian, but you know, maybe it becomes more valuable if we have this one. And as for an M4, it's not a bad one. Like M4s can be a little bit hit or miss, but this is not a bad one, and this one is an increase of around 15%. Now, as for the M6, you know, surprise, surprise, this one is correct, folks. Vivian's ether damage increases by 40%, just straight off the bat. And also, when triggering a perfect dodge during basic attack, Noble Bomber Bolts, Dash, or using E special attack, Violet Requiem, gain 1 additional flight feather. So the dash attack usually gives you 1. It gives you 1 extra if you dodge. Now you get 3 if you dodge. EX special usually gives you 3. There's a little trick to get 5. I talk about it in the guide. But with this, you get 4 just by pressing it. And then launching basic attack Fluttering Fox Suspension, which is the move we convert all the flight feathers to guard feathers. Consumes all guard feathers and the downwards attack area of effect increases. And upon hit, triggers a special instance of a bloom. Each additional guard feather consumed will increase the proportion of additional anomaly damage dealt by that instance of a bloom, consuming a maximum of 5 guard feathers to increase the damage up to a maximum of 5 times the original. Now for her own damage potential, this one is kinda, you know, insane. And you're looking for main carry Vivian? Well, this is it. We found it, folks. And this is an M6 obviously, so you know, stay away unless you're very loaded or very bad with money. And this one is an increase of around 40%. As far as M6s go, it's not a bad one. And if you have all of the Mindscapes unlocked, you're looking at a Vivian that's about 140% stronger than the original. Peeps, so that's how deep you should go into Vivian. So if you're looking to power up your Vivian, the engine is a very good starting point. If you want to go even further, M1 and M2 are really, really good, and that's where I would say is a very good stopping point if you're a dolphin or the like. But thankfully, Vivian is not one of those characters that, you know, feels weak and useless without the Mindscapes or her engine, and I do like to see that. So yeah, everybody, let me know down in the comments how deep are you going on Vivian. And obviously the video title and thumbnail is all made in just good fun.
How deep are we
Alright everybody, thank you so much for watching, have a big hang, and best of luck in your Vivian pools. Until next time, Hako out.
Lights bounce off her curves. She's got the body that swerves and serves. In the city, she's the queen. Titties like you've never seen. She's pixel perfect, tall and view. A simply dream. She's breaking through electric hearts. A skipping beat. She's got those speeds that can't be beat. Tammy titties, line so bright, bouncing through this neon night. Pixel skies and curves that rise. All I see are T's in the skies. You'll see how to find is real. T's that make your circuits feel.